I appreciate every like and comment. I really do. My name is Lena Carter, and I wish I could say that what follows makes me proud. It doesn't. It's the sort of memory that lingers in your mind like a bruise, tender, dark, and impossible to ignore once you touch it. For a long time, I convinced myself it wasn't that serious. I kept telling myself, everyone jokes, everyone flirts, everyone gets carried away. But not everyone ruins a marriage at an office party. My husband, Aaron, has always been calm and steady, the kind of man who notices the little things, the way I take my coffee, the things I forget about myself. That night, he had come with me, even though crowded rooms made him uneasy and the noise of glasses clinking grated on his nerves. He came because I asked him, and I loved him for that, his willingness to show up for me, even in a world that wasn't his own. Lately, though, I felt restless. His steady presence felt boring. I craved something sharper, more thrilling, something that made my heart pound instead of settle. That's when Caleb entered the scene, my coworker, magnetic, effortlessly charming, dangerously attractive. He had a way of making every word feel like a secret, a way of making you forget about consequences. The party was overwhelming. Loud music, glaring lights, drinks that burned a little too much going down. I wore a dress I bought knowing Caleb would notice. And he did. Of course he did. "You look amazing tonight," he whispered near my ear, and suddenly the floor felt uneven, the room spinning slightly. I told myself it was harmless. Just harmless flirting. No one was being hurt. Then I saw Aaron, a few steps away, hands in his pockets, a gentle smile on his face. He was proud to see me shine in a room where he knew no one. But I didn't stop. Caleb cracked another joke about my supposed efforts to carry the entire department, and I laughed too loudly, brushing my hand along his arm as if it were the most natural thing in the world. I didn't glance back to check if Aaron heard me. Had I done so, maybe I would have stopped. When Caleb teased me about being too refined for our small town, I responded flippantly, "Someone has to keep my husband entertained." The room laughed, and I laughed with them, but Aaron did not. The silence behind me was not emptiness, it was him, watching. His expression was unlike anything I had ever seen. Not anger, not heartbreak, but something colder, sharper. He approached slowly, deliberately, and for a brief moment, the party around me seemed to vanish. Even Caleb stepped back. "Interesting," Aaron said quietly. "Is that what I am to you now?" My mouth went dry. I tried to smile, to brush it off as a joke, but his gaze made every word collapse before it left my lips. The room felt suspended, glasses frozen midair, conversations halted, all eyes on us. He continued, not yelling, not dramatic, just controlled and dangerous in a way I had never imagined. "You mock me to impress a man who wouldn't even care if you were sick," he said. I reached for him, but he pulled away, and it felt like a physical blow. His eyes hardened, and the gentle man I had always known transformed before me. "Fine," he whispered. "If you want exciting," his breath brushed my ear. "I can show you exciting." Then he stepped back, and the silence deepened, the anticipation in the room palpable. Aaron didn't shout. He didn't break anything. He didn't storm out. Instead, he smiled, but not his usual gentle smile. This one was sharp, merciless, and it hit me before I could process it. "A scene," he said softly, almost amused. No, Lena. Tonight, you wanted a show." He glanced at Caleb. "Let's give them one." Then he did something that froze everyone. He pulled his phone from his blazer pocket and held it like evidence. "Did you know loyalty is only as strong as the one who chooses it?" Confused glances passed around the room. Caleb stiffened. Aaron continued, precise and measured. "I'm not angry you flirted. I'm angry you thought I wouldn't notice. You were busy impressing someone who could walk away at the first shiny distraction, while I've been carrying both of us quietly, patiently, because I believed you were worth it. And tonight I realized you don't want a husband. You want an audience." The room went silent. My throat tightened. "Aaron, that's not fair," I whispered. "No," he cut me off, voice low and slicing, What's unfair is pretending to love someone you no longer respect. I could feel every eye on me, but nothing hurt as much as knowing he meant every word. "What do you want?" asked, voice trembling. He removed his wedding ring and set it on the table with a soft tap, louder than any scream. "Clarity," he said, "for both of us." Caleb opened his mouth, but Aaron snapped his attention toward him. "You think this is about you? Don't flatter yourself. You were just the spark. The fire was already there." Caleb recoiled. Aaron looked back at me, colder than ever. "I'm done begging for scraps of affection from someone who throws them around like confetti. You want excitement? Go chase it. I won't stop you anymore. I'm letting you go, not because I'm leaving, but because the version of me you created deserves better." Tears slid down my cheeks as Aaron stepped back, expression unreadable. "Good night," he said and left the room. Not dramatically, not hurriedly, just gone. The party carried on around me, but my world had already shattered. I realized then that I hadn't only humiliated my husband, I had awakened a side of him I never knew existed, and in doing so, I may have lost the only person who had ever truly loved me.